Hey y'all, this is Beth and Kaye, and we're at the Quitman Public Library, and we're doing a new craft for you today. It's the Mardi Gras bottle. This is our second take, because our first take we did was a blooper, and we'll show you all that later. But this one is going to be pretty. It's going to look similar to this, but it'll have a little bit of a different design right here. And we may do the beads a little bit different or whatever, but this is another one of the lighted bottles, and this one has purple lights in it. So we hope you all enjoy this craft, and you'll have a good Mardi Gras decoration for your house. The first step was that Kaye took and we may pull our mask down because we're really hot in here today. But the first step that Kaye did was she just cut around the napkin that you get in your kit, and she just scalloped around it so that it would have an imperfect look to it. So she did it in the shape that she wants it to appear on her bottle. So now the second step is that she's going to glue the general area of where she wants her napkin to be on the bottle. While she's doing that, I'll show you. This is your kit, and you'll get kind of an information page, and then you'll get the beads, the tinsel, you'll get the light kit and a napkin, you'll get the glue and the glitter. So you'll pretty much have everything you need in your kit. Another thing I wanted to tell you is that you'll get probably more beads in your kit than you really need. And the way Mardi Gras beads, most Mardi Gras beads are made, you can actually cut them into sections. On our bottle that we did, this bottle we did complete strands of beads. But if you decide you want to decorate the bottom of your bottle, or you want to cut your beads to do drapes or something like that, then you can just cut them into sections and sort of customize your bottle however you want it. So you're just using just a really light coat of glue, just enough to hold your napkin onto the bottle. You don't want to use a lot of glue because of course the napkin is paper, and Mod Podge is what we're using, and we are using matte Mod Podge. Very important. Do not use gloss Mod Podge like we did yesterday. But this is matte Mod Podge, and you'll have a little container of that in your kit. So the Mod Podge is water-based. I think all of it is water-based, but it's water-based, and that's why you can't use tons of it on your napkin, because it'll bubble it up and make the napkin kind of look like it's disintegrating. Okay, so Kaye's got her napkin on here. So the next step is that she's going to take a little bit of water on her brush. If you don't have your brush with you, or if you'd rather not use a brush, you can use a Q-tip to do this technique. And what you're doing here is you're just making the napkin look imperfect around the edges. You're just kind of feathering the edges of it. And you can do that as much or as little as you want. So you can kind of fix your bottle however you need it. Everybody's taste is different, so don't feel like you have to do your bottle just like we're doing this bottle. So we're really enjoying doing our art take and makes for y'all, and our craft kits as well. It's a really great way for us to feel like we're keeping in touch with our patrons, and we hope it's a good way for you to keep in touch with us. So these colors, the colors that you get inside your kit, the color beads that you get are purple, green, and yellow, the Mardi Gras color beads. And the colors that have significance in Mardi Gras history. And purple stands for justice, yellow signifies power, and green is for faith. So that's just a little bit of history behind the colors in Mardi Gras. That music makes me want to sing.
It sure does.
But I'm not going to sing, I promise.
I wanted to make sure they could see what I was doing.
Yeah. We've had so many requests to do more of the lighted bottle art that we just kind of kept it going. So we're always on the lookout for clear bottles, especially. So if you ever have a group of those you want to give to us for the art projects, we'd love to have those.
Oops. You see anywhere I missed?
I don't think so. We need some beignets and some cafe au lait. We'll be doing great. So this little setup that you see behind us is this is your kits and all of your glitter and your glue that will be in the kits and everything that you'll be seeing when you pick up your take and make.
There we go.
Okay, so if you and Kaye's pretty much got everything off of here, but if you see some stuff that is missed, you can take the side of your sponge brush and just kind of brush it away or use your fingertips or whatever. When you pick up your kit, if you need a sponge brush for applying glue and everything, make sure you always ask for one. Once you get one kit, we issue you this if you've never gotten one before, and you just pretty much keep that for every kit that you get, because almost all of them involve that brush. So the next step would be to add glitter and put the glue on and add the glitter to the bottle. So that's what Kaye's going to be doing to her bottle next. And when you first put the glue on, it takes it a few minutes to dry, but it does dry pretty much clear. It's got just a little bit of white to it, but it's pretty much going to dry clear. And that way the purple lights show through really well when you get the bottle completed.
Unless you do what we did yesterday.
Unless you use gloss, yes, and then it will turn out milky white. I gotta show this bottle. So if you use gloss Mod Podge, this is what happens. It looks like milk. So that was our blooper for yesterday. And we've got, usually in the kits you get this just kind of solid white glitter. But we mixed up just a little bit of purple and green into our glitter mix this time, just to kind of give it a little color.
That's so much better.
It is. It goes on differently and everything. It's just a totally different glue. And these are pretty quick little easy projects, and you can change them out for seasons. You could keep this till next year at Mardi Gras and put it back out. One of our patrons decorates with beads and I think she's got some kind of purple, big purple vases and different color vases that she decorates for Mardi Gras every year. And she says she's going to put this lighted bottle in the middle of her centerpiece on her table. I love that glitter.
I do too.
So you can't really tell it on the camera, but you can tell that the glue is starting to dry and become a little more translucent. It just takes a few minutes.
Make sure they can see what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, that looks good. And y'all, we heard that Clark County's having their first Mardi Gras parade, and I think it's is it the last weekend in February? So hope that goes over really well and people enjoy that too. It's always nice to have different and fun things to, for people to get involved in. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. It's going to dry and become a little clearer.
I need to get right there.
Yeah, and like Kaye just noticed that she missed a little spot. It's fine to just go back and dab your sponge brush onto there and just sprinkle a little extra glue. That's no glitter. That's no problem. That looks awesome.
There we go.
Yeah, that's looking good. And then it looks really different on the camera. I'm trying to get it to where you can tell, but it's more translucent in person than it's appearing on the camera. But it'll keep drying and you'll keep going. Do you want it up here, or do you want to just use beads there?
Let's use beads.
Okay.
Let's see how that does.
All right. So then the next step would be to add. We've got there's two pieces of tinsel in your kit. One is just real little, and then one is a little bit bigger that would go around the neck of the bottle. So the small piece we're just going to put down in the bottle, so it'll just have a little extra shimmer in there. And there's not any certain way that you have to do that. You just throw it down in there. And does this remind you of Christmas lights?
Very much so.
So these little lights have little tiny wires, and they can get tangled
There we go.
really quickly. Okay, so next step is to feed the light kit down into the bottle. It's more lights than it looks like, isn't it?
It does. Yes.
It's in a little tiny bundle when you get it in a bag. Oh, another thing I'll tell you about the lights in just a minute. But oh yeah,
I can see it, but it looks good.
yeah. So these lights, this little light kit, it's in a little cellophane bag like this when you get it in your take and make. And it's wound like this. Try to find the piece of light that is just a little strand right there, and then you just unwrap it around the coil. This part right here has a little clear tab, and if you try to turn the light on like that, it's not going to work till you pull the clear tab out, and then it works. So that's how that works. Okay. And then so the next step is to add your beads, and you can add your beads just however you want to add them. You don't have to have a certain pattern to put them in. You can just kind of drape them. You can do them like they look like a necklace. Ideally, you wouldn't cover up too much of your design down here, but you can do them however you want to. You really have plenty beads, so if you decide you want to wrap them, where are the green? Let's get some green ones.
Here we go.
Here, some green ones. So we'll take some green ones and just kind of make them
Cover up the bottle.
Cover up sort of the neck of the bottle, yeah.
There we go.
Okay, and then the very last step is to put a little glue around the very top of the bottle, and we add the tinsel to the top to kind of just top it off and make it look complete. Like this one has this little part at the top.
Get it.
Mm-hmm. And that's the music. I don't know. I'm hoping you can hear it over us, but that's the Preservation Hall Band from New Orleans that's doing the music in the background.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the completed project, and it's starting to dry all the way. It's not quite all the way, but let's see, where's your light? So that's
Much better than yesterday.
Yeah, way better. So anyway, this is kind of what the finished project looks like, what our finished project looks like. And so we'd be interested in seeing what yours looks like when you finish your project. If you want to send us a picture or post it on our Facebook, send us a message or an email with it, or bring a picture by, or bring yourself by with your bottle. We'll take your picture and put it on
yes.
Facebook. That's what we really like to do.
You want to show them the spray?
Oh yeah, and if
The
you're
other one, probably.
there it is. If you're thinking that you want to use your bottle out, like on the porch or outside in the weather, or if you just want to make sure that the glitter doesn't fall off on your furniture or whatever, you can find this. Kaye found this, I think, at
Amazon.
It was on Amazon, and this is clear acrylic sealer from Mod Podge. And you can probably get some clear acrylic sealer at the hardware store or Walmart or whatever. But that's what it would take to really set the glitter onto the bottle. So we hope you enjoy your project, and we enjoyed doing it for you. Y'all take care.